televiewers, you're welcome to Excellence Impact on High Television. It's a pleasure to be with you. This start of the week is another edition that we are going to be talking about the smart city of Buea. And we know that change is something that is constant and is embraced by people who love growth, by people who want to bring in development. So today we are still going to be talking about transforming the city of Buea to a smart city. And we all know that the mascot behind this program and also behind the idea of changing Buea to become a smart city is Musoke Lucas Lyonga, who is the Southwest Regional Coordinator of United Socialist Democratic Party and also the aspiring candidate that wants to go in for the position of mayor here in Buea. The General Coordinator of Excellence Union International Group. It's a pleasure to be with you this day. Mr. Musoke.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, televiewers. It's the FACO coordinator of United Socialist Democratic.
Okay, thank you.
Not regional coordinator. Thank you so much. So it's the FACO coordinator of the United Socialist Democratic Party. So we are happy to be here once more again to tell televiewers that we are busy doing that which we must do every Monday. So thank you so much. Stay tuned as you follow what we'll be saying here today. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. As you all know, this program is highly interactive. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and also live on your TV screen. So we are giving you the opportunity to be part of the program. You know, growth is something that does not come from one person alone. Your ideas that you are going to bring up, your suggestions and proposals are also going to help in the transformation process. So you're free to send in your messages, no call, send your messages to whichever platform you wish to do that. And now we are going straight to our discussion of today. Okay, let's look at Buea. We're talking about transforming Buea and making it a smart city. I want us now to go to the rural areas, Mr. Musoke, because we've touched a lot of part, but we'll still go there. But let's look at, I look at Buea, like, let me say somewhere like Mile 16. If you go to Mile 16, you see that the is growing every day. People are going right into the bushes. Even in Bukwango, you see that people are building right up to the mountains and all of that. Talking about transforming Buea, those are some of the things that you are going to look into. Even to Munya, they are building right inside. So how will transformation take place with things like that? Have you considered those areas?
Normally, I follow the program on one of the radio stations. Some few days back, and they were interviewing some administrators and mayors about people who have built in places that they were not supposed to build, forbidden areas, and how they need to be relocated. And there's a plan for relocation, and some mayors were arguing that they don't need to relocate anybody because people went and built stubbornly, and so on and so forth. So you see that there is a need for municipalities to have information available to the community. This information should be online, and people should be able to visit maps online and see areas that are not supposed to be used for construction, for development. Some people might not know, some might know. At times, some councils to go against the law and give land or building permits to people that are not supposed to be given building permits because the place in which they wish to build is not the place that they're supposed to build. We know how corruption is very strong in our city. Maybe for construction and so on. Maybe for construction and so on. And whatsoever, people should be able to know their town. People should be in the US and look at Buea and click. Those who don't really know the Buea that we are talking about should be able to click and they say, okay, Moniko has this place has this, then, so that they should know some key characteristics of certain towns and villages, so that people should have an idea of what we are talking about. A lot of things have gone wrong, not only in Buea, in the entire country. A lot of things have gone wrong, and we are coming up with new ideas, new strategy to fix things. I think a regime has been given or has used more than 4 decades and have not been able to satisfactorily satisfy Cameroonians. Many Cameroonians are disgruntled. Many Cameroonians are not happy. Many Cameroonians are dissatisfied with what has been done so far. With all the billions upon billions of loans contracted to carry out certain major projects that will lead to rural advantages and so on, nothing is being seen clearly realized. But we hear of contracting loans every day. They have signed this to carry out this project, this projects to build the Douala Yaoundé highway. It has taken a decade plus. It has not been constructed. And so there are many pending projects and many mismanagement going on. So we are coming up with a new model to help right to the rural community to be able to feel the impact, even information-wise, at least. Even information-wise, they should know that you can go here and you can carry on your business here. You can be in a rural zone, and this is what you can carry out in a rural zone as an economic activity and bring it to the township and so on. All this information should be made available.
I think all those informations are available, because I don't think that anybody that wants to start up a business does not know the rules and regulation or the laws behind you starting up a business.
No, we're talking about specificity of a town. We're not talking about the general rules and regulations.
I'm still talking.
Yes.
Because even if you go online, if you want to go to a place, if you go and type Grace Supermarket on maybe the Google map and all of that, it will appear there. Normally it will. Okay? It's not like those things.
No, don't assume.
I'm telling you.
I'm not
assuming.
Yes.
I'm not assuming.
Say that you have Googled Grace Support and you have seen
for
it.
Example,
market.
Another example.
Don't assume, please.
Another example. Let me give you a very practical one.
Yes.
When some people want to come to High TV, they Google our first location. That's what they see, and they always go there. You see, because it has not been updated. So those areas are there. If anybody, even those who come from out, if they want to come to High TV, they just go and type High TV. They will tell them Bunduma. They will go to Bunduma. So it's not like places are not allocated or they are not online. They are online. But what I was asking is, if you go to these rural areas, you see that people are building. Okay, let's just take an example.
Some places are online. It's not all.
If you go to Bokwango,
because there are some places that if you go online, you not see.
Let me rephrase my question now.
Say some places are online. I accept, but not say
that's
that
why
places
I say some places, because I say if they want to go to High TV, we are here at Grace Support, but people go to Bunduma. So this one is not online. So that's
yes, some places are online. Yes.
Now that people are building in the rural areas, at first those areas were like bushes, but now people are getting into those areas. They are getting into those bushes. They are also becoming like towns and all of that. You go to Bokwango, people are building. They are going up the mountain. We all know the risk and all of that. Now, when you're talking about a smart city is not just us around this Boya, maybe Moliko, Boya, and then no. We look at those rural areas. That's why I'm talking now. How are we going to transform these areas? Are there strategies to transform these areas? Mike 16. If you go to Mike 16. Like if you just walk a bit, you come out, you enter Limbe and everything. They are going right inside. So Boya is getting big every blessed day.
Yes, I think you seem to be thinking that when we talk of smart city of Boya, you are excluding the village. No, we are talking of Boya. So any location that has to do with Boya, which means that everything that Boya covers, whether it's Munya, whether it's Lisoka, whether it's Mamu, whether it's Bojongo, be it Likombe, Bassa, Tole, every place that is under Boya, that is what we are going to work on the smart city.
No,
so the smart city is not just a small location in Boya. No. That is why the project that we have covers everything. It covers rural.
You will not just sit there and tell us that you want to change Boya a smart city and it covers everything. Let's go practically and look at some of the things. I'm looking like, we look at now what is going on around. There is a road that the council is constructing now at leading Mayor Street to through St. Clair. Is it through St. Clair? They are fixing that road where the taxis can leave. Councils have the liberty to walk inside the municipalities, okay, but national roads are meant for the state to handle. Now, I'm looking at places, I was thinking that maybe you say that the roads are going to be constructed in all of those places to ensure that you interconnect.
No, I think I had given a general explanation of what a smart city is all about. Is to make sure that everything functions the way it's supposed to function. And you cannot function without roads. You cannot function without water. You cannot function without electricity. You cannot function without good health facilities. We are talking about everything that makes a community function correctly the way it's supposed to function. For something to function correctly, it means that there should be roads. There should be roads in all the vicinity. There should be good water for people. There should be electricity for people. There should be good markets for people. There should be good schools for people, and so on. These are the things that make a city, a village, and so on to function. So we cannot go again and think that we'll go to isolating things which are supposed to have been obvious. Up till now, after 4 decades plus, we are still talking about struggling to construct streets in cities. Okay. After four decades, no, it's unacceptable. In fact, if this government and the people were even serious, none of them should be there. They should resign and go home. They have failed the Cameroonian population. We are talking about serious issue which a system, a regime has squandered and destroyed a whole nation after 4 decades. So we are not joking. We are talking about serious things. Those are things that were supposed to have been done. All the towns, all the nooks and crannies of Buea were supposed to be linked with tarred roads because of the resources that this country has. If these resources have been embezzled and these roads are not in place, you cannot be saying that one should be talking about trivial things that were supposed to be there. We should have by now be talking about giant projects like building new airports, making sure that the Limbe Deep Seaport, which have been kept aside for so long, nobody knows the reason why. For over 6 decades, the seaport has not been built. So these are not things which we are coming here to say, no.
I'm asking
trivial things were supposed to have been done. They have not been done.
These people took 4 decades
and have done virtually nothing.
So
virtually.
Yes, excuse me, not virtually. They have done something, but they have.
I said that's why I said virtually nothing, because what have been done is insignificant that it cannot even be categorized.
They have taken all that period and they have not been able to really satisfy.
So they are not even supposed to be there again.
So what do you think that? So you think that how long are you going to take to transform the city if they have taken decades and they have not been able to do what they were supposed to do according to what you are saying?
Yes.
So how long will you take and what means will you use to transform the city?
No,
you can take a year to do that.
You should not be asking how long. You should be asking about the strategies.
No, that's my question. You cannot ask me. Yes, that's my question.
That's what I'm saying. That we have a plan. We have at least. Take note that the term of mayorship is 5 years. So we draw a 5-year plan and realize what can be realized in 5 years. We cannot realize beyond that. If we have an additional term, which is another 5 years, we also realize what can be realized in that additional 5 years. So it's a period of 5 years. So we have a 5-year plan. For the first 5 years, we will do what can be done. And at least what people should see have been done. Then if we have another 5 years again, we continue. That's how we do it. But at least we will be realistic in a way that people can stand and see things done. People can stand and evaluate and say, yes, at least we do not have this, but we have it now. We do not have good this, but we have it now. So that's what I'm trying to say. So we will work within 5 years to achieve what is achievable in 5 years. Yes, we cannot do more than what can be achieved in 5 years. So we'll do our best to make sure that we maximize the 5 years we will have and make sure that we use that 5 years judiciously to reach out to the communities that are found in the Buea municipality. There are many communities and villages and so on. So those are the communities that we are going to reach out to. We are not going to perform magic. but at least we use the time that we have to do what is supposed to be done within such a time. And if we have an additional time, we continue and do what could be done within that time. But we'll make sure that at least people should feel the impact. People should feel that at least Buea has changed. So any work that is going on now in Buea by the council in place, fine. All of us want to see works done. That is what normally is supposed to have been done. We are not against that. Anything which is done to fix the town, we are for it. We cannot talk against it because it's good. It's making the town good.
Okay, thank you very much for
Yes.
that explanation. Let's now look at some of the strategy, because all of these things that you are talking about, it needs money. And if we want to go by the little tax, I don't know if I should put it tax, but the money that the council is supposed to collect from the population, from the market, it's not really that much that will amount to all these things that you are talking to realize all of this project that you have outlined. So are there some strategies for money to come in for you to carry out these projects or something like that?
Just the population of Buea alone can build Buea. We just need to share the vision with them. And you will see how we build Buea with the resources. There are people in Buea that can give you 100 million if you are serious and they see that what you want to do is serious. But because the regime in place, as many people know, has been unfaithful, has been corrupt, has been a mismanagement regime, people cannot go and put money into what they know will be embezzled. That's why we are saying that we are coming up with a spirit of trust, honesty, transparency, accountability, so that people who have resources will entrust resources to the council, to the people, the management in place. I'm telling you that there are people in Buea who can give you 50 million. There are people that have passed through Buea who may not be reciting here, but they have their link in Buea. They can give you even 500 million. They can give you. But because they don't trust what is in place, that's why they are not being committed. But when you bring a trustworthy commitment, I'm telling you, monies will flow from all the corners to help build Buea. So we ourselves, we have the money. The people of Buea have the money. And the people of Buea elsewhere who are not in Cameroon also have their mind. Let me tell the truth that so many people have already contacted us and saying that if we are serious, they'll come in. If we are serious, they'll put in resources. Because they don't trust what is in place. But if we are coming up with something new, and we can assure them that we will not fail them, we will not fail, they will put in their best. So that is how you build a town that has been a city. Even when you travel abroad, people who build cities are people who do free will, are people who see trust, see honesty, see accountability, and they say, if I put this here, it's going to yield fruit. People will come and invest and open businesses that will recruit or employ hundreds of youths because they trust the space. We make sure that people have that trust. So that it is with trust and honesty that we are selling the vision of the smart city. That all of us should put our hands together and build Buea. So we are not looking at government. There is a portion that government is supposed to give us.
Of course.
And we deserve to receive it. But that portion is not big enough. It's not much to build a city. So we depend on all the well-wishers and friends of Buea. And there are just too many of them that are willing and ready to support this project, this vision of a smart city. For one reason, if we will not fail them. And we have made up our mind not to look left, not to look right, but to focus and not to fail Cameroonians. Cameroonians have over-suffered from failures and deception and lies and corruption. And Cameroonians are tired. You cannot tell a Cameroonian anything again. And yes, I listen to you. No. That's why we are bringing hope. back to Cameroonians that trust us, because we have clean hands and we will remain clean, and we will give you the account of every single franc that comes in. Transparent. You can check and see it. Whatsoever goes for
Are
what?
you really
Transparent.
that
Is what is done elsewhere. And that is why there's trust.
Those people took time to do.
I said that is what is done elsewhere. Those people are human beings. I am a human being. Those people who have done that are human beings. And our mindset have changed over the years. Because some of us joined the Commonwealth of Israel about 25 years ago. We joined the Commonwealth of Israel, and we know the principles that govern the Commonwealth of Israel. And those are the same principles that we are bringing. The principle of honesty, transparency, accountability, truthfulness, and so on. These are the virtues that any community needs. So even the 1 franc should be accounted for and transparent. Let people see. Yes, that is what it means. And that is why it's difficult to be a leader. People rush into leadership, and you realize that time has proven that they are not leaders. Because a leader should have these characteristics: an honest person, trustworthy person, truthful, accountable, and is able to make sure that you do that which you were called to do. If we had done this in Cameroon for these 4 decades plus, we would have been more than New York with the resources that we have in Cameroon. Yes, that is the spirit that we are bringing to Buea. The spirit of honesty, accountability, and make sure that we account for the least franc. So it's a difficult task. That's why people run away and they only embezzle everything and they run away with it. Because it's very difficult to be a leader. Yes. The spirit of leadership is different from being a position holder. A position holder, especially administrators that are extremely corrupt. They are not leaders. They are not leaders. They are not leaders. To be a leader, these are the characteristics which I've mentioned here. It means that you suffer. You see billions pass like this, but you don't have 1 franc from it. It is for a purpose, and let it go for that purpose. So it's very difficult to be a leader. When you see people making noise everywhere, they are not leaders. They are not leaders. They are position holders and administrators. They are not leaders. A leader is a person that is clean. I mean, clean. And you sacrifice. It's a sacrificial life. That at the end, you are happy that it was done. But you come out only with what you truly deserve. Take note. Only with what you truly deserve. That is it. It's difficult. So if you want to talk and try to interview noisemakers who say they are leaders, they are not leaders. You are a leader and you are corrupt. You steal hundreds of millions. You are not a leader. You are a thief. And leaders are not thieves. That's why Jesus explained what leadership is all about. Doing that which is correct at all times. Doing that which is correct at all times. Do you think that is an easy thing? That's why we have suffered for 4 decades plus. Because it's not an easy thing.
I wish to ask you,
yes.
maybe you trust yourself as a leader. You also have collaborators. Do you think that they will work in the same light this year?
That's why we are sharing the vision with all of us. And we are firm. If you think you will not follow the rules and regulations, stay off. No, we have made it clear. We don't want to hear that I am sorry. No, there's nothing like that. You are not sorry. So it's either you are with the vision, you're not sorry. Because if you were sorry, you would have just gone you quietly and stay you off. Don't be there. Don't come and block the place of somebody who would have been better and also follow the rules and regulations. So the ethical stance is clear. The moral stand is clear. Then the what is required, the skills, the competencies, and so on, is also clear. So these are the things which we are trying to say, that our country has over-suffered from the hands of corrupt human beings. And we are coming up with a new model to say that, can we keep corruption aside? Can we keep lies telling aside? Can we keep deception aside? Can we keep all these bad practices aside and build our nation and build our community? Because that is a fundamental issue that builds communities. It is honesty. It is truthfulness. It's accountability. If not, then go and stay you in your house quietly. Don't come and join something that people want to sacrifice their lives for not taking what does not belong to them. And not thinking that after this you should be called the great billionaire. No! If you want to become a great billionaire, do business. Do business.
Okay, let's look at many projects or activities that have been carried out in Cameroon and other countries has failed because of the imposing nature of it. You know, they come with project and maybe they impose on people the top bottom strategy of doing things. You just come and tell people, and that has not worked for so long. Are you going to change the narratives?
You know, the spirit of deception is one of the worst spirit that exists. And that is the same spirit that Satan used in the Garden of Eden, the spirit of deception. Cameroonians have been over-deceived for so many decades. And all the hopes that Cameroonians had is shattered. So, if projects have failed in the past, whose projects billions were borrowed to carry out those projects, and at the end those projects are not realized, the billions is debt, and it's taxpayer money that's going to pay back those billions of debt. And this have been recurrent, debt upon debt, debt upon debt, contracted. You take debt to consume rather than investing. When you don't invest, what do you expect? When you take debt to pay debt, when you take debt to consume, when you take debt to buy flashy cars, and each person is riding on a car that is worth around 80 million. Which country can grow like that? Everything that is supposed to be invested is used. A vehicle is just something that you move with, and should have some facilities that can move to certain places. Even within 10 to 15 million, you should have a good car and use it. Then you save 65 million, multiplied by the thousands of those vehicles. You know how much money is that? It will give water to about 5 to 6 villages. That sum of money will give water to about 5 to 6 villages. Clear? So what I'm saying is that we will help to see that projects that are earmarked for Buea, and these projects, if they are coming directly from the state projects, different from the community projects that are initiated by the communities and the rest, we will make sure that we follow up, make sure that those projects are carried out properly, and not let go defaulters that have always had that spirit. And all these things will share them freely to everybody. Let people know that we are not that type of set of people who have spoiled the country. We are coming to fix Cameroon. And to fix Cameroon, we have to change, all of us. So our brothers and sisters abroad, we have a vision to fix Buea and eventually fix Cameroon, because it will not only end in Buea. So join us in this drive. Join us in this vision. Your contribution, idea-wise, is still welcome. If you have good ideas, no matter where you find yourself, please send those good ideas to us. We will put it in place and work together, because it's a collective initiative to build Buea, the first smart city in Cameroon. Thereafter, other smart cities will be built elsewhere. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Lee Kuan Yew built Singapore after a lot of sufferings. He sacrificed. And today we are talking about Singapore. But one man laid his life for Singapore. So we have decided to lay our lives for Buea, build Buea to become the first smart city in Cameroon and in probably the first smart city at the Central African sub region.
You have been talking about building the smart city. You, excuse me. You've attended a lot of. You have been invited in so many places. You have met so many people. Are people actually buying this vision?
All those I have met have bought the vision. So many people abroad have bought the vision because I've shared the vision even online. So there is nobody who have not been excited when they hear about the smart Buea, except that such a man or such a woman has what we call a reprobate heart. It means that you don't want to see good, because there's no way that somebody brings something good news, then you are not happy for good news. Then what will cause you to be happy? Bad news. So the smart city is good news for the population of Buea. It's good news that they should come out from the suffering that they have found themselves into. At least at a certain level, even if not complete, but at least to a certain degree, to a certain level, they should come out from the sufferings that they have found themselves into. So the good news have been welcomed everywhere that I've passed. Everywhere that I've shared the vision of the smart city, it has been welcomed, and people have applauded, and they are happy, and they are willing to support the vision of the smart city.
All right, thank you very much. We'll continue with the discussion. Just to remind you, just a reminder that this program is highly interactive. If you are watching us online, I see some people watching online. It's also good that you give your own contribution, like you heard from our guest. You saying that your advices, your proposals are all welcome on this platform. So you should not just sit and watch. You should also make sure that you also contribute towards the program. And if you have any question for him, okay, you can also send through that medium. Okay, we have a lot of business people in the town of Buea, and interestingly, so many of them are still coming because Buea now is like a fertile ground, a fruitful ground that everybody wants to come and exploit and make ends meet. So look at the standard at which people doing business. Many people are discouraged, maybe because of the too much tax that is being levied on them. Maybe most people are discouraged to carry out business, to do business in the town of Buea. What are you promising this set of persons? What should they look up to? Should they be happy? Should they just want to go into business? What are you promising them? What do you have for them?
What I wish to say in the first place is that so many people are doing business blindly. It means that they just jump into business because they know that if you buy things and sell, you also make more profit and take care of your home. That's why I say we will have series of business seminars and conferences. Some will be online to train business holders. I am a business training expert. I have trained a lot of people in issues of business. And it's very easy to train people who are already doing business than those who are still to start business. Because when you have already started business and you're into business, you will have many questions to ask us. And we will not talk much because we will spend more time to answer your questions or your challenges and difficulties. It's difficult to train those who have not even started because you start from scratch and you talk, you explain everything. But those who are already practicing, you just need to give them some guidelines on how to improve on their businesses and make it not only remain local, but how they can maximize information and communication technologies to make more profit and to make more money with the business they do. There's no business today that you cannot digitalize. There's no business. Even those who are mechanics, hairdressers, and any business you can call, you can digitalize that business and you sell better. You have better exposure and visibility, and you gain So these are some of the opportunities and some of the advantages that we can explain to people, and so many people too can easily go international, which means that you can also travel and go and buy and come back, or you can also use the means of ordering from here. But now ordering also has a lot of risk, so we'll be able to show you ordering the right way and so on. All these things, the knowledge we have, and many people have benefited from us on this. Yes, I had in mind to start a master class on business, leadership, and entrepreneurship. Yes, I'll start such a master class, but people will pay. Because if I make it free, people will take it for granted. But if people are paying, they will commit themselves. How you understanding me? I've done too many things for free for so long, for decades. Free. But I want to start doing things now that people will pay, so that they will take it serious. It will not be very expensive, but at least when you put in something, you know that you should be committed. Because I've seen some people who came in for free, very soon they dash out. They have not committed themselves. But when you commit yourself by paying, let me tell people that what I usually train people for free, these are things that I spend hundreds of thousands, at times millions, to be trained. I paid. It's not free. I was not trained for free. I paid for trainings, but I've been training people for free. So I want to stop that free training and start mentoring people in business, mentoring people and training people in many areas. This knowledge I have, I've gathered all over the years, and I've worked with top experts worldwide, digitally. Most of them, I've not even met them physically, but we have been working and doing things online, and things are moving. Some of these ideas will bring them to Buea, where we can have free Wi-Fi zones. People can come freely and work. People can come sit freely. They have a cup of coffee, and you're working for free, and maximize Wi-Fi. We create a good number of them and let people move out of traditional life and be modernized. These are realities, and we'll do it. It will be costly, but these are visions, these are projects that people are willing to sponsor. People are willing to sponsor free Wi-Fi zones in Cameroon, free Wi-Fi zones in Buea. We just create them and allow people to freely serve. People work, allow youth to maximize it and gain.
From the beginning of the program, you said something. I was supposed to ask this question. I don't know, but thank God that it came back to my knowledge. Or you said you watched an interview, and they interviewed some mayors, and they were asking them. Some said people will relocate, town planning. They said they will relocate and all of that. But you did not give us your stand. Let's say, God willing, by the grace of God, you are given the opportunity to head Buea as a mayor. Will you, because many people have built where they were not supposed to build. Even the floods that we are experiencing in Buea nowadays is due to people building on waterways, on places that they were not supposed to be, and people are experiencing flood. Water is entering into people's houses. With all of those things that are in place, will you relocate, or what will you do if you are given that opportunity?
There are solutions, especially when it has to do with water. There are solutions to create water tracks. You can create new water tracks that can carry water and pass through the rail track and go to the rail track. You can create those type of tracks, especially when it has to do with the problem of water. It's easy to create good tracks and canalize this on. And people should respect the law. Please, population, respect the law. Don't fall prey. Don't fall prey. Respect the law, so that you don't find yourself in a difficult situation, whereas you are the one that have violated the law.
I think that's one of the problems that we have, particularly in Buea, because people are stubborn and they don't want to follow maybe the law as you are talking about. They don't want to follow the law. Even if they come and mark the eggs that they used to mark, the council used to come and you still see people still building. I don't know if one of the things that I've noticed is that you see that X stop building by the council, but you see the building still going up. That thing is a bit confusing. I don't know whether at the end of the day they still come and realize that no, maybe they made a mistake in marking it X.
No, in some cases, it's because the people have not yet regularized their situation with the council.
Okay, yeah.
So when they go and regularize the situation, they continue to build. But when they say demolish, there's some situations that they say demolish. It means that when they say demolish, it means that structure is not supposed to be there. But when they say stop work, it means that you can go and regularize in most cases.
Yes.
But the word demolish, it means that you should remove it. Okay. So if you check, you see these different writings.
Yes, that's true. Thank you for that.
Yes.
And there's also one aspect again in Buea, the hygiene and sanitation aspect in Buea. Me personally, let me say from my own personal point of view, I would say that the council is supposed to carry out waste, which to an extent they are doing it at their own level. But now I'm looking at the population themselves. I believe that these are the people that are instead, they don't even know how to manage their waste, and they are very careless about it. So long as you can pick a dirt from your own where you are sitting and then you pour it maybe on somebody else's door or business side, you don't have any problem. So that's one of the problems that is really disturbing this Buea, and we cannot have a smart city with that kind of behavior.
Yes, actually people need to be educated, and it's a two-way issue. That's why the Buea that we are envisaging, the smart Buea, nobody will go and throw dirt anywhere. It will be completely forbidden to go and throw dirt anywhere. We will make it in a way that the facility to throw dirt will be in two ways. One, dirt that can be recycled, you put them separate. Then dirt that cannot be recycled is kept separately. There should be the availability of facilities to take dirt from particular spot for people on the particular vicinity. Everything will be programmed, which means that dirt is leaving your hand to those who are going to dispose. Either recyclable dirt or dirt that cannot be recycled. That decision has to be made because we wish to build one of the largest plants of recycling in Buea. To recycle dirt and generate money. And also employ youth. Yes. And there are machines today that are very cheap, produced by China. You bring those machines here and you find yourself, and in a very short time, you can even be producing plastics, depending on the agreement with government.
Yes,
and so there are many things we can do following the law, because we have to stay at the boundaries of the law.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Mr. Musoke. I know you have a good plan.
So it will be forbidden. Let me make it again for people to throw dirt anywhere.
Yeah.
So nobody should ever walk anywhere and see dirt thrown. If you are caught, you are fined. That's what is done elsewhere. Nobody goes and throws dirt in a place elsewhere. You are fined at the spot, and you learn your lesson. So there will be security everywhere.
Cameras will pick you.
Cameras in places, security not in uniform, so that you will not know that this man is a security man. Yes. So that, yes, let us fix our town. So nobody will go and throw dirt anywhere. Dirt is leaving your hand to the vehicle that is carrying it to where it's supposed to carry. So don't, please, we have to make the town clean.
Yeah, but
so that we'll become the cleanest town in Cameroon.
Yeah.
And everybody would like to come and live in Buea.
It's true. Like Tico took the clean city, they won the clean city decent challenge,
yes,
which is very.
Should not have dirt anywhere.
And that's what is being done in the world.
Everywhere in the world, that's how it is. Nobody go and throw dirt somewhere. They come and collect dirt.
All right, let me ask you this question. You have a lot of plans for Buea, and it's not today that you started talking about it. I believe I know that for some time, for more than 5 years now, we've been hosting this program, and you have been talking about change, transformation, and now with the big vision of giving the opportunity to transform Buea to become a smart city. I wish to ask you, are you already maybe carrying out some projects or doing some things that are already, people can already see that no, this man is doing something, or that will help transform Buea, or you wait till then before you start acting?
Okay, one of the good things that we have been doing over the years is that we have focused more on social empowerment of youth, women, and children. We have been able to train thousands of youths, empowering them with knowledge so that they can better their lives. We have done that over the years. We have empowered women, even financially. Even youths, we have empowered some youths also financially, knowledge-wise. For children, we have been able for the past years to help children to go back to school by giving them didactic materials. In some cases, we have paid fees for children. In some cases, we have paid house rents for children. Many that we have paid house rents and so on. So we have focused more in the past on social issues. That's where we have focused on social issues. And now we are going now to the other part where we have to also focus now on direct community issues, which may not necessarily be social. So we are focused on social issues, moral issues, educational issues, and so on. Because someone was trying to ask me, what have you done, and so on. We have been helping the community through the youths, the women, the underprivileged, and so on. We have empowered them. Many have gone back to school thanks to the fact that we helped them. Many have gone back to school thanks to the fact that we came in and rescued them. So please let us really know that we have been doing just too much. We cannot go and be calling everything. There are people that have been stranded, parents abandoned them. We have paid house rent. We have paid house rents to students who are up to even the level of master's degree in universities. And they had challenges. We came in, we helped them. Pay school fees for children. Pay school fees even for university students. We have done so. So these are clear things that we have been doing over the years. We have helped a lot of students travel abroad by free counseling and free connections. We don't collect money. Many students, many graduates who are abroad today can attest and testify that we help them travel and we help them being received where they are going to for 3 to 6 months for free. We have done this to so many Cameroonian youths. I mean, just so many Cameroonian youths. We have done this to them. So these are practical things that we have been doing all over the years. We have given awards, cash awards.
We have seminars for children, training seminars for students. We have training seminars for even for women. We have a lot of things, that donations that have been done. If you follow his social media handles on Facebook, Mr. Musoke Lucas, you are going to follow up and see the many things that Excellence Union, and that was done under Excellence Union International Group. Excellence Union International Group is a non-governmental organization that is out there to help the public. Also, they have also given people opportunities to come on this very platform and maybe advertise their business, talk about their upcoming programs, talk about their projects that they have to the public. So they have been doing a lot when it comes to that. But we are saying that, like the question I asked, that at least you said that those were social and also practical, but you are also going now to start going into the communities. I mean, I think maybe getting what they really want and see how you can come in. All right, thank you very much for all of that. Before we leave the set, I will give you an opportunity to talk to the people of Buea, to talk to the people, because I like you, because I believe the first edition that we had this, when we started again, was you said you use a bottom-top strategy to get to the population, get what the population needs, get their ideas, get their opinions, and act based on their opinion. So please, can you use this set to talk to the people of Buea and also encourage others to buy your vision and work towards having a smart city?
Yes, I will first of all start by thanking the entire population of Buea, those who are living in Cameroon and those who are abroad, for the encouragement they have given us since we started this vision to transform Buea and make it to become a smart city. We have had a lot of encouragement. We are very grateful to all of you and to many more that will join us in this pathway to transform Buea. But I wish to see this opportunity to say that every youth of voting age should register for elections, because the registration deadline is just about a month from now. The registration deadline for registration into the voters registration list. The government have been asking youths to go and register. So youths, seize this opportunity. Women, seize this opportunity. Men, seize this opportunity. Go and register for elections. You just require to go with your ID card. That's all. It's free. You are not paying. Go and register for elections so that you contribute your own vote, cast your own one vote to the Cameroonian that you wish to lead you. Everybody is encouraged to go and register for elections. And we are saying that this is the last opportunity that you have. Just about a month, it will come to an end. It will close the register and you will not be able to contribute again. So tell your friends, tell your brothers, tell your parents, tell your sisters. Let every youth, every graduate, every woman, every man go and register for elections. It's a civic responsibility. It's not me that is telling you people to go and register for elections. It's the government that has been telling Cameroonians to participate in nation building. And registering for election and voting is a civil responsibility, civil right, and it also contributes positively to nation building. Thank you so much. See you next time.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Musoke, for coming to the program. Normally, it's your right as an individual to go and vote. So it's only, you cannot go and carry out that exercise without you having your voter's card. They have been telling people, even humanitarian organizations have been encouraging people to go get their voter's card, go get yourself a registered, okay? You just go to Elecam. You go to the office of Elecam with your ID card, like he's saying. They are in different spots. You go there and you register. You have your voter's card. So when it's time for election, whether presidential, municipal, or legislative, you have the right to go and vote. I just add my voice to that of his. It's just talking to Cameroonians. That's what you are supposed to do as a Cameroonian. That's what you are supposed to do as a citizen. You have to exercise that right rather than sit and then tomorrow you start complaining that things are not going wrong. Did you try to make sure that the people you are putting there are the right people? So make sure you go get yourself registered. So when that time comes, you go and vote, whichever election that is coming up. Thanks for being part of this program. Thanks for watching us. And make sure that you watch your rebroadcast at 10:30 p.m. Stay tuned to High Television. We wish to thank Emmanuel Egwe for our broadcaster for making the program go through very successfully. And also thank the whole entire High TV crew. Stay tuned to High Television. See you again next week, same time.